Hearing of a whistleblower who was about to blow the whistle on her while Fani Willis was blowing something entirely different. Watch. Misuse not only of federal funds, but then firing of a whistleblower who was about to blow the whistle on her while Fani Willis was blowing something entirely different. Watch.
Loverboy finalized his divorce so he could run away with Fani. But then Fani and Loverboy got hit with subpoenas and have to testify about their shenanigans together. And when it rains, it pours. Fani's office has a whistleblower, and the whistleblower recorded Fani. And the Free Beacon gave the recording the prime time. The whistleblower, Amanda Timpson, says she caught Fani's aides stealing money. Fani's office got a federal grant for $500,000. It was supposed to go to gang prevention. But Fani's aide, Michael Kufi, allegedly blew the money on travel, computers, and swag. The whistleblower confronted Fani and recorded it.
He wanted to do things with grants that were impossible, and I kept telling him, like, we can't do that, and questioning stuff. He would take me off projects, tell people I wasn't doing what I was supposed to because I questioned him. Because I understood, I helped write that grant. I knew what was in that grant. He told everybody, we're gonna get MacBooks, we're gonna do that, we're gonna get swag, we're gonna use it for travel. I said, you cannot do that. It's a very, very specific grant.
So I respect that is your assessment. It was clear to me that you and Mr. Cuffey were not getting along. And I'm not saying that your assessment is wrong.
So what'd Fani do next? Fired the whistleblower. 7 armed men escorted her out of the office. Fani said the whistleblower didn't meet her standards.
You can't do that. Like, you realize that, right? Like, it's not up to Fani Willis whether the whistleblower meets the standards. You can't just take the federal cash, use it on your boyfriend in luxury vacations, swag, computers, whatever, and then just say, oh, you noticed this? You're fired. You also can't sleep with your staff, which is quite interesting. Fani Willis has now completely admitted that this is what she is doing. This is no longer something that is a hilarious story of illusion and potential scandal. This is something that is openly admitted to. She admits she had an affair with top prosecutor Nathan Wade, confirms personal relationship, but rejects salacious claim that it was improper, and insists it started after he was hired to investigate Trump. So now she's lying again, because there are a bunch of witnesses saying, no, this started long beforehand. And by the way, this guy's being paid more than any other prosecutor on the case. He's gotten almost $1 million. This guy's billing Fani past midnight. For what? What services exactly would this guy be billing Fani for past midnight? Let's investigate.
Fani Willis's lover boy, Nathan Wade, might be the hardest working lawyer in America. Nathan allegedly billed taxpayers for 24 hours of work on the Trump Georgia case in a single day. That means Nathan was working all day and all night on Fani's case. What would Loverboy be working on past midnight? He wouldn't be billing Fani. No, he couldn't be. I'm sure he was just burning the midnight oil at the office. Loverboy's billed nearly $700,000. Is he making more than the lawyers who aren't sleeping with Fani? Is he making more because he's more qualified than they are? Or is the lover just working harder?
Okay. All right. Oh, we've been working on our dad puns here at this program. And sometimes the jokes just write themselves, because we went back into the annals of history and we're able to actually find Fani Willis before she ran for office, talking about why she is running for office, before she won this office, talking about her predecessor. And saying that the reason that she should be elected is because she's not going to bang her staff. We kid you not. Fani Willis talking about exactly what she intends on doing and how hard she intends on going on her staff.
The district attorney's office in Fulton should be the beacon of the Southeast. It should be the absolute best office between Washington, D.C. and Miami. And right now what you have is a office of dysfunction and corruption, and we deserve better. And I am the right choice to improve it.
Corruption, Ms. Willis, that's a strong word to level against the office that Paul Howard has run for nearly a quarter century. If he gets reelected, it'll be more than 25 years.
You have a DA sitting there that doesn't have the qualifications and the experience to do the job. What I can guarantee you is with my reputation, with my community ties, I am going to be able to attract the best and the brightest minds to that office. You're sitting with someone today that actually wants to make a difference because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees, because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children, because we deserve better.
Well, Fani Willis, let's just say we should definitely be checking your pockets for what's in there exactly, because what's in there is obvious lies to the court. Check this out. From Mike Davis, the one of the sharpest legal minds in America. If true, Fulton County DA Fani Willis perjured herself before the court. She may lose her law license. What is Mike talking about? New details allege against Fulton County DA Fani Willis. Witnesses will testify that she cohabitated with Nathan Wade despite her denials at her home. The relationship began in 2019, 3 years before Willis and Wade said it began, and before Wade's 2021 appointment. So here you have the actual evidence there. This is going to be obviously litigated in the courts. But if you have multiple witnesses saying this is what's happening, well, you're going to have a tough time for Big Fani. Ladies and gentlemen, and now the corporate media begins to smell blood in the water. The narrative is getting out of control, so they are now turning on Fani Willis. It's amazing to see articles like this from Marjorie Taylor Greene printed today in NBC News. So good on you, Congresswoman. You are dropping the heat on Big Fani. But it's not just Congresswoman Greene. It is also the residents of Fulton County who are humiliated, embarrassed, and enraged at all of this. It is worth looking at that because these residents are the ones who obviously vote in these elections, and it is the internal pressure that really gets to people. The external pressure is obviously something that you would expect in public office, but it's the internal pressure that finally collapses individuals. That's why it's so important when, like, Joe Biden's own team turns against him from inside the White House. And we'll get to that in just a second. But it is the internal pressure from inside of your district that is so powerful in moments like these. And the people of Fulton County are being humiliated. Check out this brand new clip of a new resident to Fulton County being like, where the hell did I just move? What kind of a clown show are you guys running here? What a national embarrassment you people are.